Hello everyone, my name's Ulister and welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft. I see you found my secret cave with the very obvious entrance, and you're probably wondering why I've dug all of this out in the first place. Well, the reason is, after finishing the Potato Experience farm, I kind of realized that there was one last thing I needed to do before I started building things properly, before I started advancing the village a little bit more, and that was to make a good old-fashioned iron farm. And normally I build these up on the surface, but this time around I kind of thought I'd do something different because it takes up a lot of space on the surface and you kind of have to figure out what you're going to build around it. You know, like if you ever saw my Season 1 iron farm, it was good, it was effective, but it was a monstrosity to look at. It was just horrible, and I couldn't decide what to build around it. I think at one point I was going to move it and then maybe make like castle walls around it, or walls of the village, and put it inside of them or something like that. I can't remember what I was going to do, but it was horrible to look at. So this time around I've decided let's just solve that issue straight away and put it underground. The problem is, of course, to do that, you've got to dig out a massive area like this because of how iron golems work in this game. So, although I've got some things left to make here, like it's not finished. There's still some parts I need to add over on this side here. Let me just kind of explain to you, if you haven't seen one before, how an iron farm works. So the idea is, you need to get 5 villagers into here. You can do it with 3 and a zombie, but that's a bit harder to do, and weirdly takes a lot more effort, and it's easier for things to go wrong using that method. So I always prefer to use the 5 villagers setup, because it's just easier to do, and much less hassle. You don't need to worry about getting a name tag, or getting a zombie here in a position where it can scare villagers. So I need to get 5 villagers here with 5 beds so that they can sleep. That's important. And then the way it works is once they're blocked up like this and they can't get out, they're going to stay in this area and they're going to gossip amongst each other. And whilst gossiping, they're going to realize, hey, there isn't actually an iron golem around here that can protect us. Why do I not have any blocks? This is an oversight. 1 second. I need to fix this because otherwise I can't show you how this works. I need more blocks. Where are my blocks? You will do. You'll do. So they gossip and then they realize, wait a minute, there isn't an iron golem near us to protect us. We should maybe fix that. So then what they do is they summon an iron golem close to their position. And the way it works is the iron golem can only spawn within a 16 by 13 by 16 area around the villager that's summoning it. And I want the iron golem to spawn up here and nowhere else, which is why I've dug out all of this around here. I need to get rid of these blocks as well, like these ones with the torches. I need to get rid of those just in case it spawns on there. But I need to get it to spawn here because I'm going to have water in here which will push the iron golem this way. It's then going to fall off the edge a little way, and then it's going to fall into lava, unfortunately for it, and then when it dies, an iron golem always drops iron. That iron is going to in turn fall into a hopper system underneath the lava, and then it's going to go into a chest which I think I'm going to put over there where those 2 fences are, and then that's how I get endless iron. It sounds simple, but I've got to get the villagers here first, which is kind of why I've built this railing system, because, well, I've got the idea of just convincing them to breed by the village, and then hopefully if I put 5 beds here and have a pathway that they can follow, that they'll just come here of their own accord. That might take a while though, but it's fine because there's a couple of other things we can do whilst we're waiting for that to happen. But I do need to finish building this first, because I don't want to be in a position where I'm off doing other things. There are 5 villagers there, and then there's a iron golem on the top doing nothing, you know, not dying. So I need to finish building this first. So I think I've got everything I need. Well, I've got one hopper. I need more than that. I need to get, I think, another 5 hoppers, maybe another 6 just to be safe, and then we'll go from there. I'll get some more wood, because I've got to make some signs for reasons which will become clear very soon. But let's just place that back and go and sleep for one, so all the monsters disappear from outside the village, and then we can continue with constructing the iron farm, and then we'll figure it out from there, I guess. And we're done! One iron farm finished. It looks atrocious. It looks terrible, which is exactly why I wanted to do this underground, because I can just leave this here, and nobody needs to know it's here except for us, you know? Nobody else needs to know. But we have our villagers all in there. They're currently sleeping at the moment, so they're not going to summon any golems. But it's fine, because we've already tested this out with a few of them, and we have 24 iron ingots, 6 poppies. That number would, of course, only go up. And, yeah, I need to work on making this better. I need to maybe think about what I'm going to do down here with all of this. Because the beauty part is, now that I've actually mined out all of this area, I should really get rid of those blocks there, otherwise that's going to cause a problem. Potentially, now that this is mined out, I can make platforms here. I can make like an actual floor that I can walk on. As long as I spawn proof it, it's fine. Because that's what I've done with all of this over here. I've put like half slabs on top of all these bricks so that the iron golem can't spawn on there, and it's only going to spawn where I want it to, which is great. But I can now actually do something with this area. I can, if I wanted to, I could potentially just use half slabs on the lower half and just make an entire floor here to walk around in. Do something with this room properly. Like, I'm already forming ideas in my head. But we'll see where that takes us. We'll see where that takes us. Look, here's another one now. And there he goes. Poor unfortunate soul. So while I wait for my iron stocks to increase, let me show you what else I have been working on in this village as of late. Not much, I'll admit. But first we need... Who stole my door? Who stole my... There was 2 here. Who... Was it you? Was it you? Did either of you steal my door? Was it you? I am so confused. Zombies, maybe? Anyway. So I've done a little bit of renovation with the library here, as you can see on both sides. I've put a table over on this side to make it look like some place where people could read and such. It kind of ruins it, though, when they walk on the table. I don't quite know how to fix that. I don't know how to stop them from doing this, because it is technically a block that they can walk up, but I'll think of something. Maybe, I don't know, make it into a bit of a dip. Like, put stairs going down and lower this by 1 floor. So, I don't know. I'll think of something. I might just have to leave it as is and just accept the fact that they walk all over things, literally. I think over on this side, I'm going to fill the back here with more books and looms, which is what these are. These are looms, just kind of rotated around to make it, to give the impression it's an empty shelf. I'm going to fill the back of the wall here with more books and more beams to complete the look. But I think over on this side, instead of another table, I'm gonna have a seating area instead, like in this corner perhaps. Somehow. I'll figure out how I'm gonna do it. And then as for the upstairs, what are you doing in here? Oh, I guess somebody else could have wandered in and gossiped. Yeah, that makes sense. And then upstairs we have, aside from the library, of course, I have been working on this greenhouse, like I said I was going to, and oh boy, is it huge. Is it a bit on the massive side here. I may have gone slightly overboard size-wise, but you can't deny, it looks good, doesn't it? You know, like the library, there's still a lot of things I need to do with this. Like, I need to work on these corner bits here. But it's looking good. Something else I need to decide on is what I'm going to do with this mass of excess space here. Because I can't just leave it empty. I've got to do something with it, you know? Like, these corner bits here, I'm thinking I might put some crops in or some trees. These bits on the side, I could definitely put some crops like melons and pumpkins, things like that. Maybe even over here, a bee/honey farm, because I need candles for the library to make that look good, and I need wax for that, and you get wax from the bees and the honey, so I need to do that. But as far as this bit in the middle goes, way up here, the only thing I can think of is if I somehow put in a second layer of like soil up there, and then have a second potato farm to double my output and double my experience point gain for repairing and stuff. That'll be good. Don't know how I'm going to do that, because I'll need to figure out a way of how to get the potatoes from there down into the system, but it's an idea I've got. And that's going to be it for this episode, I think. It's a bit of a shorter one, I know, but we've built the iron farm. I've given you a quick tour of the changes in the village. And honestly, there's not much else I can do until the next episode. So until then, I hope you've enjoyed this, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.